Welcome to UC Collaboration, a global name in unified communication, formerly Voice Bootcamp. Hello, my name is Faisal Khan, CEO and founder of UC Collaboration. In this particular chapter of Cisco Unified Contact Center Express Self-Study Kit, I'm going to show you some of the additional steps that can be used for prompting, collecting, and assigning variables to your script. So the objective of this particular chapter is to learn how to use prompt and collecting steps to get information from the caller. We're going to focus on collecting audio and user information, figure out how to use the set steps to assign information to a variable, and then how to get and set contact information, and how to use the call redirect steps and to transfer a call, and as well as we're going to look at the menu. GetDigitalString is a steps that part of your media can be used to prompt the caller to provide information, such as when a call comes in, you can ask the caller, please enter your account number. And using that GetDigitalString, you can advise a caller what to input, collect the input, and then take the input and store it into a variable. The GetDigitalString has three output branch. Successful, indicating a successful collection of a digit. Timeout, indicating the timeout value which was exceeded before initial call of the information from the caller is started. That means that user did not enter the information on time. And unsuccessful, indicating the caller tried to enter an invalid input. So let's say you are asking for a digit where the user is entering an alphanumeric character, for example. So that would be a GetDigitalString situation. So when you open a GetDigitalString and go to the properties, you have the options to call contact, triggering contact, whether it's interruptible or not, where to store the result, such as a variable. You can go to the prompt to play the prompt, where this is where you ask the caller what to enter, barge in, and continue on the prompt errors. So these are some of the inputs you can collect from, you can configure on the GetDigitalString. Now, under the input, you have options to decide what numbers or input are allowed. So let's say the only valuable input or digit that user enter is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can only select 1, 2, 3, 4. So if somebody enter 5, 6, 7, it might be considered as invalid. You can consider that the terminating digit and the cancel digit. You can also set the input length has to be 6 digit, no more than that. So these are some of the options you can configure to filter out what is allowed as far as the user input is concerned. So an example is if I were to open my script. So let's say I'm gonna start a new script. In the new script, I'm going to again provide a little bit documentation. I'm going to say this is my first script using GetDigitalString. GetDigitalString, can't even type, to collect account number. If the account number is 15919, then send the calls to extension 2000. If not, then hang up. Okay, simple as that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable. In this variable is going to be a prompt type, and I'm going to say ask caller for account number, and I'm going to check this option called parameters. So I'll explain what this does. Alright, so call come in. I'm going to accept the call first of all, otherwise it will not complete the call process. After accepting the call, I'm going to say GetDigitalString. So I'm going to drag this particular option, GetDigitalString, Well, I need to hold this information to somewhere else, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another variable, which is going to be a string, and I'm going to say account number. Click OK. In the GetDigitalString, I'm going to right click, go to properties. So if I go to the properties of GetDigitalString, I'm going to store this whatever the user enter into a variable called account number. And then I'm going to go to prompt. I'm going to play the ask caller for account number. So this is a prompt variable that I created right here called ask caller for account. What we're going to do, we're going to play a music file. So this, I have a music file in my folder. It's called, let's say for argument's sake, enter phone number. We're going to assume that is the account number, okay? But we're going to supply this music file through the web page. Right now we don't know what is going to be in that, what is in that particular variable. It is just a variable name that is being called ask caller for account info. And the input, that initial timeout, these are some of the timeout that I can modify, but I'm going to keep it simple for now. Filter, I'm going to allow any of this digit except, let's say, 0 is not allowed. Okay, for we're going to say 0 is not allowed, but everything else is allowed. A, B, C, D is not allowed. So click OK. So now that it has the account number, we're going to create a if logic. If right after, if it is successful, take steps. I'm going to say if it successfully collect, make a true statement where if the variable account number is equal to 5919, if it is equal to 5919, so equal to, if I put 1, that means I'm going to assign the value 5919 into this, but that's not the goal. I'm going to have to say equal, double equal, that means I'm comparing. If the account number is equal to 5919, then I'm going to take certain action, true. True meaning that redirect the call. So call redirect, meaning that call extension 2000. Oops. Quotation. If it is false, what does it say? If it is false, then hang up. So terminate the call. Simple. Now if it is timeout, I want to hang up. If it is unsuccessful, if I enter invalid number, I'm going to make a little tweak here. If it is unsuccessful, that means if I enter a number that is invalid, I want to start all over again. So I want to start from right here, account number. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a label. Okay, so label right after accept, properties, I'm going to say start here. Just a label called start here, and right now I'm at unsuccessful. If it is unsuccessful, I'm going to say go to just 1 second. I'm going to see if I can play a different file. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create if it is unsuccessful, I'm going to say try again. So I'm going to assign another audio file by creating another variable. So let's call this variable try again prompt, and again it's going to be parameter. So if it is unsuccessful, I'm going to play a prompt. Play prompt right after unsuccessful, and the prompt is going to be try again. So after hearing that message try again, is going to go to, but where? Go to properties of go to, and I'm going to say start here. That's the label. So once hit the prompt, try again, start all over again from here, then script goes to account and continue until it goes here. Now at some, remember, these steps will only take place if it's unsuccessful, but if it is timeout, then it's terminate. If anything else, it goes then. So simple logic. So I'm going to do is tool validate. So far seems to be successful. I will save this script. We'll call this GetDigitalString lab. Now I have to upload, the script is already there, but I got to upload those prompts. Remember the prompt, ask caller for account and try again. So what I have to do is go to the UCCX application, prompt management, select English, EN, and I'm going to say upload prompts. So I got to go to the folder. So here I'm going to use enter phone number as my account. So upload. And then I'm going to enter try again. As you can see, try again. So those two prompts will be uploaded. As you can see, I have two prompts. Now I'm going to modify the application called help desk. Select the new script called GetDigitalString. So as you can see right now, I have GetDigitalString. Now you notice how I have this option called ask caller for account number and try again prompt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, okay, assign ask caller account number the following prompt, show prompt. I have two options, see right there, and this. I'm going to say play this music, enter phone number into this variable, and try again. I'm going to enter try again file. So this gives me an option to pass the name of the audio prompt to the variable, which in return will be used within the script. So save. Alright, so far it's very simple. So let's start the script. So I'm going to debug, close the script. $30 seconds. Alright, so I'm going to dial the number from 1000. The script is executed. Start.
Please enter the phone number.
It says please enter the phone number. So let's try 1, 2, 3, 4. It went very quickly, but it went from, after entering the number, it went to false, because remember, I did not enter 5919. I just entered 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try again. Oops. Reactive script. 30 seconds. So now I'm going to dial the number again. Start.
Please enter the phone number.
It says please enter the phone number. I'm going to enter 0.
Please try again. Please enter the
You see?
phone number.
Please try again. Alright. So it kept repeating. It went quite fast, but I'll try again. So let's see if it's going to work without.
Please enter the phone
No.
number.
I will close it. Reactivate. 30 seconds. And then redial. This time I'm going to enter the right number.
Please enter the phone number.
5919. Hash key. You see, call redirect 2000. So simple GetDigitalString, but you can use different logic to take certain different actions based on what your needs are. But within that GetDigitalString, you have successful is when the information collecting digit from the client from the caller was successful. If you did not enter, it will terminate. If you enter something unsuccessful, it's going to say try again, start all over again. So this is, so far we have seen an example of how to use the GetDigitalString. The next is talking about menu. A menu step is used to perform the following: ask caller to make a choice and take an input. So for example, if the caller press 1, take certain action. If you press 2, take some other options. Once that is done, menu itself has a multiple output branch. You have a timeout indicating the timeout value has exceeded before initial collection of information from the caller started. Unsuccessful, and indicating the caller tried to enter an invalid number. Menu steps: if you go to the properties, you have contact, interruptible, prompt, barge in, continue on, error. So again, very similar to every other steps that we have seen so far. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the menu steps. Input allows you to define various menu options. If I want menu 1 to 3, I will select filter, go to 1, 2, 3, and define names for menu 1, menu 2, and menu 3, for example. In the input tab, I can define timeout. Timeout means that if I don't enter anything within 3 seconds, it will time out. Go to the timeout branch and take the necessary action. Maximum retry will try X number of time before it exit from the menu. So show you an example of how to use the menu. If I go and modify, well, what I'll do is I'll resave this script. I will call, well, no, this is, I will open a new one. Get practice as much as you can. So new script, again, attonate. I'm going to define a little bit of a description. This is my first menu scripts. So start the script, accept. Now I'm going to give an offer to a menu choice. Now I'm not sure if I have a prompt for that long enough. I'm just going to create a prompt. Oops. Let's call this welcome, and I'm going to play the system prompt. So after accepting the calls, I'm going to drag the menu option, and I'm going to go to properties, go to prompt, and I'm going to say play the welcome prompt, and I'm going to have filter, and I'm going to choose two menu 1 and menu 2. So press 1 for extension 2000 and select 1. I'm going to add a second menu, press 2 for extension 1010. So I'm going to choose press 2. Pretty much straightforward. Two options I will have. Now if I press 1, I'm going to call redirect to extension 2000. If I press 2, I want to redirect, call 1010. And if it's timeout, terminate the call. And if it is unsuccessful, I want to start all over again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start a label again right here. Start menu again, and in unsuccessful, I'm going to say go to. So go to basically allows you to go to a specific location in your script. So if you want to repeat or loop yourself, go to would be an option to do so. All right. Do a quick validation check. So far everything looks good. What we're going to do is we're going to save this script as menu, simple menu. We're going to open the application. Change the script to simple menu and update. So let's try. If I go ahead and say debug the menu script, 30 seconds from the phone, dial 2500. Now it's gonna give me a general greeting of some other, so we're gonna assume that that is what it's saying. Press 1 for this and 2 for that. Start.
Thank you for calling.
So press 1. Redirect to 2000. Redial.
Thank you for calling.
Sorry, I gotta start the script again. So redial, start it. I'm going to start this debug.
Thank you for calling.
Press 2, goes to say 1010. This is ringing my second line. So pretty straightforward. Let's try one more time, which is to unsuccessful. So what I'm going to do is start the debug again. Redial. I'm going to start.
Thank you for calling.
And I'm going to enter 9. I'll say 6.
Please try again. Thank you for calling. Please try again. Thank you for calling.
There you go.
Thank you for calling.
Invalid options. Keep going back to the beginning of the script. So that's how the menu script or menu step. Later in the course, I will show you how to customize more advanced features within the menu. Next step is the recording steps. Now, recording steps is used to accept inbound audio saved as a recording. You can record someone's name and re-announce it. It can be done with it can be used to auto-generate a prompt, for example. So recording step could be used to accept inbound audio to save as a recording, where you can customize the contact interruptible. You can, again, very much similar to other steps. It has various options. Recording duration can be defined like 30 seconds maximum durations. User have the options to terminate the recording by pressing the hash key, for example. Set step, which is used to assign. I'll show you recording step example in a separate lab, but in this case I will just move on to the next slide, which is step. Set step, not step. Set step is used to assign a content of a variable with some value. For example, if I want to assign value to certain things, so here I can change the data type. Well, the data type assigned must be consistent with the variable data type, with one exception. Set step will convert a string to integer and integer to string, but you got to be very careful, because by setting the wrong value type can cause different what do you call output. An example of a set steps will be, let's say, if I were to open my menu, so let's say I'm going to change these value settings. So I'm going to add a variable, okay, and the variable is going to be string, and it's going to be number to dial. Very straightforward, number to dial and nothing else. Now after the menu, I'm going to say call redirect, and call redirect will be pointing to number to dial. So basically same function as what I did before. If I press 1, goes to 2000. If I press 2, goes to 1010. The difference here is that I'm gonna set a variable. If I press 1, I'm gonna set the variable number to dial 2000. If I press 2, I'm gonna set the variable number to dial 1010. So all I'm doing in the menu, within the menu, is setting the variable. But then when I go continue, it will go to the call redirect, and then it will dial the particular customer or the extension. So right now I'm going to do is using the set command, set properties, number to dial, value 2000. Oops. If I dial this, it'll be 1010. Okay, very simple. Validate, and then I'm going to redial. So again, run the debug. So very much same option. Start.
Thank you for calling.
Press 1. Oops, my mistake. I have to upload save this and go back to the application, refresh it, because I made the changes. So refresh all. Make sure my scripts are same. So let's try again. So basically I had to refresh the application, otherwise the old value was there. Yeah, that looks much more the new. Click on start.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling. Press 1, set the value 200, 2000, call redirect 2000. So you got the point. So now if I press 2, it will go to this, set the number to 1010, and it's going to dial 1010. So that's what the set values does. Now, assigning values to variable, you can always assign values to variable, as we have just seen, that I can assign GetDigitalString to a variable, the caller ID to a variable. So get call contact info used to pull contact info from the contact center system. Contact attributes are assigned to a variable, and then you can use those variables to apply within your logic or various area within your script. Now, set contact info step, which is used to push information to the contact center express. Attribute assigned to is from local variable, such as you can define certain language to be used, the session IDs, associate a contact with a different session object. All this can be set. So using the set contact info, meaning that apply certain variables to that particular call. Transferring a call, we can transfer a call using redirect, as you have seen some of the examples that I have used. Our call redirect step, which will be used to redirect or transfer a call. Now this is a blind transfer. So call contact is a reference to the contact to be transferred. The destination is the number to be transferred to. Now this is a string data type value. Call address is a number that was dialed as seen by the contact center express. When transferring to voicemail, this field can be set so that the caller gets into the correct mailbox. So you can use a call redirect to do a blind transfer to call. So that's pretty much about this module, where we use a getString, DigitalString to collect information from client. You can use a menu steps to offer choice to client, and using the recording steps to focus on recording prompt from the user. So I will see you in the next slide.